Take a moment and really think. Think about the ultra-successful people you admire, the ones who've reached heights most can only dream of, the ones who've crafted lives that seem almost impossible. What makes them stand out? Is it raw talent? Pure luck? Some magical secret? No. It's far simpler and far more powerful. It's their daily habits, the tiny, consistent actions they perform every single day without fail that compound over time into extraordinary results. Success is not an accident. It's not a stroke of luck or a one-time event. It's the sum of small, deliberate choices you make each day. It's predictable, measurable, and most importantly, it's rooted in discipline. Today, I want to reveal the habits that define the ultra-successful. And here's the truth. These habits aren't reserved for a lucky few. They're available to anyone willing to commit, to anyone ready to make small, consistent changes until success becomes inevitable. Let's begin with one of the most vital habits, starting your day early. I know what you're thinking. Wake up early? That's for morning people, the naturally motivated. What about those of us who love our sleep? But hear me out. Success isn't about being a morning person, it's about making a choice. The ultra-successful recognize that the first hours of the day are sacred. The early morning sets the foundation for everything that follows. If you want to build something extraordinary, it begins with discipline, and discipline begins the moment you rise early. Waking up early gives you control over your day before the world interrupts. It's your time to think, plan, reflect, and prepare. These quiet hours are when you set the tone, before distractions pull you in every direction. But here's the catch. Ultra-successful people don't just wake up early for the sake of it. They use this time intentionally. The early hours are for focused, purposeful actions, working on their health, mindset, personal growth, goals, and future. They know a simple truth. Win your morning, and you've already won a portion of the day. Discipline is at the heart of it. The discipline to rise early, the discipline to invest those hours wisely, the discipline to craft a day filled with purpose. Here's a challenge. For the next 30 days, wake up an hour earlier than usual. Don't just hit snooze. Use that extra time to grow, to plan, to move toward your goals. Read, exercise, strategize. Whatever you do, make it count. Start your day with intention. Success is nothing more than a few key disciplines practiced daily. If you want transformation, it begins with your morning routine. Waking up early isn't about adding hours to your day. It's about laying the right foundation for your life. Consider this. How are you spending those first moments of your day? Are you creating momentum or letting the world dictate your path? Ultra-successful people have figured it out. They rise early, and they make every minute matter. Now, let's move to another essential habit, the power of clear, focused goals. The ultra-successful don't drift through life. They define exactly what they want. Ask yourself, what do you truly desire? Without a clear destination, life becomes aimless. Dreams without direction remain just that, dreams. The ultra-successful go beyond wishing. They set precise, measurable goals and map out actionable steps to achieve them. They visualize the life they want and align every action with that vision. This is how progress is made, even in the face of uncertainty or difficulty. Here's the key. Goals must be specific, measurable, and written down. When you put your goals on paper, they become real. They transform from vague ideas into a roadmap that fuels your journey. They keep you motivated when challenges arise, focused when distractions appear, and persistent when giving up feels tempting. But remember, goals must strike a balance. They should challenge you but remain attainable. Too easy, and they won't inspire growth. Too far, and they risk discouragement. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in 1 year? In 5 years, in 10? Break those goals into actionable daily steps, because real success doesn't happen overnight. It builds one step at a time. Write your goals. Review them daily. Take deliberate action toward them. That is the formula the ultra-successful follow. Consistent, purposeful, goal-driven action. A goal isn't just a wish, it's a dream with a deadline. And ultra-successful people don't just dream, they meet those deadlines every single day. Now, let's explore the next critical habit, continuous growth and learning. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly learned something that transformed your thinking? Not mere facts or gossip, but knowledge that stretched your mind and elevated your potential. Ultra-successful people make learning a daily habit. They don't stop growing after school or college. They never stop questioning, reading, listening, and surrounding themselves with ideas that shape their future. Why? Because those who stop learning fall behind. The world moves, markets evolve, people change. Growth is continuous, and those who embrace it thrive. Success belongs to learners. You must become a lifelong student, not just of books, but of life itself. A student of success, a student of your craft, your business, your relationships, even your own mind. The ultra-successful know this truth. The more you learn, the more you earn. Not just in money, but in wisdom, confidence, guff, and opportunities. Here's a simple but powerful fact. You cannot grow beyond what you feed your mind. Want a better life? Learn. Want higher income? Learn. Want stronger habits, deeper relationships, better health, peace of mind? Learn. Just as you nourish your body daily, you must feed your mind deliberately. You wouldn't go days without eating, but far too many people go days, weeks, even months without consuming anything that truly feeds their intellect. Instead, they scroll endlessly through social media, drowning in noise, but gaining nothing. Growth comes from intentional, purposeful learning. Imagine this. You read for just 30 minutes a day. It's a small commitment, but in a year, you'll have devoured 20, 30 books, an education that can transform your life. Most people don't read a single book after school. Formal education may earn you a living, but self-education builds a fortune. That's the difference. That's the habit separating ordinary from extraordinary. What should you learn? Anything that moves you forward. Books on success, leadership, finance, communication, discipline, relationships, health, mindset, your craft, your market, everything that shapes your future. The ultra-successful have libraries, not just living rooms. Their shelves are stacked with wisdom, not dust. And today, learning has never been easier. Audiobooks, podcasts, online courses, videos, there are no excuses. The resources exist. The only thing missing is your decision. The greatest investment you'll ever make is in yourself. Not stocks, not real estate, not some business deal. You. Because when you grow, everything grows with you. Your income, your relationships, your peace of mind, your opportunities. Here's a habit you can start today. Commit to 1 hour of learning every day. You might say, I don't have time. But time is never the problem. Priorities are. Wake up earlier, cut an hour of TV, use your commute. Make it a non-negotiable part of your daily rhythm, like brushing your teeth. Start simple. 1 great book, 1 insightful podcast, 1 new idea you didn't know yesterday. Write it down. Reflect. Apply it. Knowledge without action is wasted. The ultra-successful don't just gather knowledge, they implement it. They turn lessons into lifestyle. Decide today. Commit to growth. Feed your mind with purpose. Just a little every day, and your future won't just improve, it will transform. Don't wish life was easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. That wisdom comes from showing up, learning and applying it daily. Now, let's explore another habit, the power of consistency and disciplined action. Discipline. It's not flashy, it doesn't excite the crowd, but it's the silent engine behind every extraordinary achievement. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you don't feel like it. Ultra-successful people don't rely on fleeting motivation. They rely on habits, on systems, on discipline. Motivation may get you started, but discipline keeps you going, day after day, week after week, year after year. Success isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent actions. Waking up early, reading 10 pages, exercising for 30 minutes, making a call, sending an email, following up. These actions compound over time. That's the real secret. Success is the accumulation of small, right decisions made repeatedly. Ask yourself, what small actions are you practicing daily? Are they moving you toward your goals or pulling you away? Every day you're building something, either habits that lead to success or habits that lead to regret. Discipline separates the ultra-successful. They don't wait until they feel ready or motivated. They just show up. Rain or shine, easy or hard, they act. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. It's hard, yes, but in a world chasing comfort, those who embrace discipline shine. They are focused, rare, and victorious. It's not about more time or talent, it's about doing the work consistently. You don't need to do everything at once, just do the right things daily. Ultra-successful people master their routines because they know that if they can master their day, they can master their life. That mastery begins with discipline. They protect their mornings, avoid distractions, and create momentum before the world even wakes up. Perfection isn't the goal. They miss days too. But they never quit. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Start with 3 small, simple disciplines. Reading 15 minutes, walking daily, planning tomorrow tonight, and do them consistently. That's the foundation of success. Without discipline, freedom and achievement remain out of reach. Freedom, financial, emotional, personal, lies on the other side of discipline. Finally, let's talk about a habit that ties everything together: reflection and planning. A life worth living is a life worth reviewing. Hustling alone isn't enough. Checking boxes and staying busy doesn't guarantee progress. Without reflection, activity becomes wasted energy. Think of it like driving a car without looking at the rearview mirror. You never know what's coming, and sooner or later something goes wrong. Life works the same way. We act, react, move, but rarely pause to ask, how did I do today? Awareness is the beginning of growth. Reflection transforms motion into meaningful progress. After you reflect, comes planning. Reflection without action is like a map without a destination. You must look back to move forward. The ultra-successful understand this. Each day they take time to review what worked, what didn't, and what lessons they can carry forward. They ask themselves, did I act in alignment with my goals? Did I make progress toward my vision? What can I improve tomorrow? This daily review creates clarity. It reveals patterns, uncovers hidden opportunities, and highlights the small habits that compound into massive results. Without this reflection, even the busiest person can drift aimlessly, wasting time on tasks that don't matter. Planning is where reflection becomes power. When you know what worked yesterday, you can design today with precision. You set priorities, schedule your actions, and ensure that each move is intentional. This is how the ultra-successful stay ahead. They're not just reacting, they're shaping their lives deliberately, one step at a time. Think of your life like a garden. Without tending it, weeds grow and progress stalls. Reflection is the weeding, planning is the planting, and consistent action is the watering. Together, they produce extraordinary growth. Now, combine all the habits we've discussed: early rising, clear goals, continuous learning, disciplined action, and reflection with planning. This is the formula. This is the secret that transforms ordinary days into extraordinary lives. But here's the truth. None of this matters if you don't show up every single day. Consistency is the bridge between dreams and reality. Your future is built in the small, intentional steps you take right now. Every choice, every action, every hour counts. So today, make a decision. Decide to wake up earlier. Decide to set clear goals and review them daily. Decide to feed your mind with knowledge. Decide to act with discipline, even when it's hard. Decide to reflect, plan, and grow. Decide to commit to your transformation. Remember, success is not a mystery. It's not reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It is available to anyone willing to do the work, to show up, to learn, to act, and to persevere. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is habits. Daily, consistent, intentional habits that compound over time. Start today. Not tomorrow, not when it feels easier. Today. The life you dream of doesn't wait. Your future is shaped by the actions you take right now, in this moment, in this hour. And as you move forward on this path of growth and transformation, remember this simple truth: your success is your responsibility. No one else can do it for you. Feed your mind, discipline your actions, reflect, plan, commit, and repeat. Your life is waiting to be extraordinary. Take control. Build it, live it, and most importantly, never stop showing up. If this message inspired you and you want to continue your journey of growth, motivation, and transformation, make sure to subscribe to the channel Thryve. Every step you take brings you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Don't just watch, take action, and thrive.